Minh Duc Charitable Foundation holds a large-scale free clinic in central Vietnam. We learn about different factors that cause migraine in some people. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. In Vietnam, Minh Duc Charitable Foundation, in celebration of its 15th anniversary, held a large free clinic in central Vietnam. Volunteers from different countries, including Tzu Chi volunteers, work with medical staff to serve a total of 4,800 people. When central Vietnam was devastated by heavy rains last year, many displaced residents had to stay in tents. As Tzu Chi volunteers assessed the damage, they saw many devastating scenes. Central Vietnam is struck by natural disasters almost every year. The residents lead a difficult life and lack medical resources.
The first floor was flooded and the water was 4 feet deep. It was flooded for 3 days. This place was filled with water. After the water receded for 10 days, the flood water came again.
Minh Duc Charitable Foundation is holding a large-scale free clinic in Hà Han district, where many residents have come to seek medical help. A resident who does not like to drink water or exercise has swollen feet, showing a problem with her metabolism.
In cases like this one, most people would tell her not to drink so much water. So it turns out that she does not drink water. We thought there's a problem with the patient's metabolism. In fact, we should encourage her to drink water and exercise more.
20 elementary school teachers bring 350 students here to seek medical assistance.
Children in the countryside have little chance to see a doctor. We don't know if studying has affected their vision or if they have other diseases. They can feel people's love and care at the free clinic.
Everyone is giving to help safeguard the health of local residents. We appreciate Dharma masters and people from all walks of life, including foreign friends.
Besides Vietnamese volunteers, a total of 580 volunteers from Australia, US, Hong Kong, and Taiwan serve at the free clinic. They provide services for more than 8 medical departments. 180 medical staff serve a total of 4,800 people. They work with one heart to safeguard the health of the local residents. According to statistics, there are 14,000 refugees in Indonesia. However, they are not able to have legal rights to stay because Indonesia is not a member country of the UN Refugee Convention. Tzu Chi Indonesia chapter holds free clinics for refugees.
Under the turban is a face with endless sorrow. This Afghanistan woman lost contact with her husband when escaping the country, and now she has no any family in a foreign country, leads her to suffer from depression. Some of the refugees coming to the clinic suffer from serious depression. Other than giving them medications, we hope that Tzu Chi volunteers' companionships can ease their depression symptoms. With the support from UN High Commissioner for Refugees, Tzu Chi Indonesian chapter cooperate with JRS to host free clinics together. This has made the young social worker who used to work alone feel relieved.
Kami tidak sanggup untuk menangani itu semua dan bahkan kami sendiri.
Before, I need to accompany hundreds of refugees in a day, and it's more than I can handle. Now, with the help from Tzu Chi Indonesia chapter, I feel I have partners to care for the refugees together.
They help us because of their healthy and that we come in here.
Reza from Afghanistan escaped to Indonesia with his mother after his father was killed by the Taliban. With Tzu Chi's assistance, now he is back to school to study, and he helps to translate in every single free clinic.
Menurut saya, Hosting a free clinic is really meaningful and important to all of us because refugees have no means to take care of their own health. We really need help from everyone.
Bisa diri sendiri, bisa bantu sendiri, bisa di rumah sakit sendiri. Karena memang dia perlu bantu.
City volunteers in Indonesia and Thailand continue to care for elderly people. Thailand city volunteers used the occasion of the Thai New Year festival to give them aid supplies. Meanwhile, Timah, Indonesia offers free medical services for seniors to safeguard their health.
Timah, Indonesia once again hosts a free clinic for the elderly at its school. Sumida, who is coughing, seizes the chance to seek medical help.
They gave me a checkup and examined my blood pressure. The doctor said I can eat something that's too salty, sour, or spicy. They gave me several medications.
Working as a babysitter, 56-year-old Sumida takes care of 6 children. Medical professionals' careful consultation makes her feel that she has been cared for. 65-year-old Pariman cannot sleep well at night and he feels fatigued easily. The doctor has arranged a checkup for him.
It's great. The free clinic is good to the residents, which keeps us healthy. It also provides us with a lot of health information.
We take this opportunity to advise the residents that they eat some nutritious food and exercise regularly. We hope everyone can take good care of their health.
After understanding a healthier lifestyle, everyone can become their own healthcare practitioner. Thailand city volunteers also do their parts to care for the elderly. During the Thai New Year's festival, volunteers organized a special activity where Tzu Care recipients were invited to enjoy the festive atmosphere. This day is also the routine distribution day in April. Seeing these sumptuous supplies, the senior feels very happy.
I'm happy that Tzu has helped us. The thoughtful and attentive care we have received from Tzu reduces the burden of my family, allowing us to live a peaceful life.
Besides the distribution, volunteers also get everyone to recite Jinzi aphorisms, hoping to inspire compassion.
If we can let go of worries and inspire people's kindness, our wisdom and compassion will grow, which makes us a life full of happiness.
The volunteers also lead the seniors to do some exercise, giving them a chance to experience a different new year.
A big fire in Taguig City, Philippines at the end of March burned down more than 700 households and killed 3 people. A 1-year-old child even died from diarrhea due to the poor hygiene in the temporary shelter. City volunteers soon began to distribute living supplies and rice.
After the fire, more than 700 households have nowhere to live, so they stay in the temporary shelter. Marity's husband just passed away 2 months ago before the fire. All she wanted at the moment was to save her husband's picture as well as lower the danger for others.
I brought the gas can out because it may cause more severe damage. If it explodes, many neighbors will be hurt.
Despite her sadness, she keeps up her business because her whole family's living depends on her. This mother here blames herself because her 1-year-old son died of severe diarrhea in the shelter even though he escaped the fire.
I've lost everything including my house and my son. Now my 3-month-old son is also sick because I have no money to take him to the doctor.
Their impoverished life has become more difficult now, hence Tzu volunteers immediately deliver daily supplies as well as the 20 kilograms rice bag.
I'm happy for these supplies. I have 12 children and I really need food and a place to live. I've lost many things and rice is what we needed the most.
Volunteers want them to know they haven't lost everything because they will help them to rebuild their home and keep on their life.
The aim of the Tzu Chi Scholarship Program in the Philippines is to assist underprivileged students to continue their education. The students can also learn the spirit of doing good deeds and being filial. 125 college students who have been receiving Tzu Chi scholarships have graduated this year and will start a new chapter of their lives.
These 125 Tzu Chi scholarship recipients sing out their confidence and hope while they celebrate their college graduation. Kimberly's grades are always among the top in her class. She goes on stage to thank her teachers and parents.
Sabi niya sa akin,
a teacher told me that my life can't repeat itself. Even if I want to restart again, it won't do. If I fail at a certain stage, I fail. Time can't go back. It can't repeat again.
Bachelor in elementary education, but the stage you attended.
Kimberly's grades were not very good for a while. The reason was that her father's work in the factory did not earn enough money, that she once struggled if she should quit schooling. Tzu Chi scholarship gave her hope.
Her toughness left an impression on me. We told her she would become sick by staying up through the night, but she still stayed up studying, and we supported her completely.
It's
not all money. Money is one of the sides.
The most important thing isn't monetary help, but to nurture her character, because it will affect them forever. Then they can pay back to society.
And you have to help the society also.
Good health, peace.
When the philanthropist was studying, he encountered difficulties too. Tzu Chi's aid program allows underprivileged students to continue their educations and also improves their character.
Many people are familiar with the term organ donation, but few people know that you can donate your brain. In fact, in developed countries like Europe and the United States, brain donations are already commonplace. However, in Taiwan, few people do this because of negative stereotypes. However, donating your brain can help spur research into many diseases. From the U.S. National Institute of Health, we received a sample from the brain bank of someone who suffered from the disease. After processing it, we cut into small pieces and added to a slide. Brain slices are then dyed, and finally under the microscope you can see this kind of rendering.
In Taiwan, studying neural-related diseases, whether it is academia sinica or major hospitals, all rely upon imported brain tissue.
Domestically, there's no brain bank. Everyone needs to rely upon brain tissue of foreigners. Even if they achieve a breakthrough, there may be a delay or a gap when it comes to studying the brains of local Chinese people.
It may be frustrating that Taiwan does not have a brain bank or related data. For this reason, most medical teams in Taiwan can only analyze the brains of mice and then infer how neurological diseases affect the human brain.
All domestic studies on brain disease is based upon mice, but when it comes to publishing this research, foreign experts believe that this data is not reliable. They often ask us to verify the results using the human brain.
In 2016, the Academia Sinica, major hospital teams, and patients formed the Society for Rare Neurological Diseases Taiwan, with many meetings scheduled with the legislature to establish a Taiwanese brain bank.
In the United States, there are many states where the first thing doctors ask after someone dies is whether the family is willing to donate the brain. More than half of the families are willing to do this.
Developed countries like the United States and Europe have long established a mechanism for donating brains. In contrast, this practice is not common in Taiwan. Some caring people may donate organs or their cadaver. Also, patients with neuron degenerative diseases may also be willing to donate their brains, but current laws do not allow it.
4 hours of death, the brain's RNA deteriorates, so we need to make this donation as quick as possible, and we have you to have a legal license to do so.
The current law says that to perform an autopsy, the medical team must report to prosecutors, and the brain cannot be taken 6 hours after such a request is made. For this reason, many who want to donate their brains before their death are hampered by this law. 6 hours is the window when brain donation needs to be completed. How to revise this law to allow for such donation has meant a great deal of coordination between medical and legal communities.
If we can get human brain tissue quickly to analyze, we will get a lot of data pertaining to dementia, Parkinson's disease, stroke, inherited diseases such as cerebellar atrophy or motor neuron disease.
Everyone is waiting. We're also waiting for new treatments.
Her son has been suffering from cerebellar atrophy for 13 years, waiting for special medication. Their time together may be reliant upon how long it takes to set up a brain bank. Once he was a carefree boy, but later his breathing became labored, and now he needs around-the-clock care, which is managed by his mother.
现在是你黏我还是我黏你啊？啊？我黏你啊！哦，我黏你哎，现在是我黏你哎，没有你不行哎，每天都可以在一起，好开心哦，对不对？对呀，哦，很开心啊。
The care of this family, along with support from medical teams, is leading a push for Taiwan to establish a brain bank. Many believe this will allow research to move to the next level, as well as give some comfort to those suffering from these diseases.
In Taiwan, about 1 in 10 people have migraine. If one parent has migraine, then there's a 40% chance the child will also develop migraine. Moreover, the chances of migraine patients developing heart attack and stroke is 3 times that of other people. Let's learn more about migraines. According to statistics, in Taiwan, 1 in every 10 people have migraine. The incidence of migraine in women is 3 times that of men.
I can simply put it this way. There are 2 types of migraine. One is a symptom that comes with other diseases, such as brain tumor or infection. The other one does not come with other problems.
If one faces recurrence of headache for more than 5 times, for 4 to 72 hours long, and other symptoms include nausea, vomiting, and sensitivity to light and sound, one might have migraine.
Many people misunderstand migraine, thinking it is a headache on one side of the head. In fact, more than 30% of migraine causes pain on both sides.
According to researchers, if one parent has migraine, then there's a 40% chance the child will also get migraine. When both parents have it, the chance increases to 60%. Other factors such as sleep, weather, mood, periods, and food will also affect migraine.
When your headache is different from before, for instance, if the severity increases and comes with other symptoms such as fever, stiff neck, epilepsy, or unconsciousness, then the patient needs to be careful.
Currently, migraine can be prevented and controlled. According to statistics, long-term migraine patients' chances of having a heart attack and stroke is 3 times that of other people. Migraine should not be overlooked as it could be a threat to our health. Learning a foreign language helps enhance one's competitiveness. Since August last year, members of Tzu Chi Teacher Association in Malaysia have started to teach Chinese to the children of a refugee religious school in Selayang. Recently, a formal examination was held to test the children's Chinese language abilities.
Concentrating on answering the questions, on this day a Chinese examination was held at the refugee religious school in Selayang. A total of 65 students participated in the examination, which was carefully prepared by the volunteers.
Instead of giving them multiple choice questions, I designed fill-in-the-blank questions in the exam. This allows me to know which level they are in.
We gave senior class students the question designed by teacher B. Len, and then we revised the question based on our students' level.
Hardworking students always study hard. I think they're great. If they fail the exam, I may cry because we have put in a lot of efforts in teaching them Chinese.
Since August last year, Tzu Chi Teacher Association has been teaching Chinese to the refugee children. Since the children always study hard, the written exam is not a difficult task for them.
I think the examination today is easy. The teachers have been teaching us mindfully. I like the teachers.
For each day, I review homework for an hour after returning home.
The purpose of the exam is to understand the students' learning abilities, and the results shows the refugee children's passion for learning Chinese.
5 students from Technical University of Malaysia, Malacca, visited local Jinsi Hall to study the operations of Tzu Chi's missions and spirits. Let's take a look.
Due to a school program, 5 students from Technical University of Malaysia, Malacca, come to the Malacca Jinsi Hall to understand about Tzu Chi's contribution to the society.
Without an organization like Tzu Chi, perhaps no one would know that in the world, or just in Malaysia, there are so many people in the need of help.
What's the most impressive to them is the recycling mission.
We think about it as recycling, but I've never known that you can use these resources to produce more valuable things like clothing. I've never thought of that.
I understand now. In the end, it's all about the small things that can make differences in our society.
A visitation has inspired these young people's compassion and goodness. Furthermore, it has opened their vision to know how they can contribute to the society.
Tzu Chi volunteers in Tianjin, China, drove 200 kilometers to 2 middle schools in Jizhou to give out scholarship to 31 underprivileged students. With this show of love, these students will have confidence in pursuing their futures.
At 5 in the early morning, Tzu Chi volunteers drive for 200 kilometers from Tianjin City to Jizhou to personally deliver blessings to these students. The students' gratitude is the best return.
I hope to study well, and when I grow up, I'll have the ability to pay back to the society like these aunties do.
I want to use my actions to prove myself that, regardless of our families or backgrounds, we can also have great love to touch the world.
The 2 scholarship ceremonies helped 31 students and also inspired several local people to volunteer.
I hugged the kids and they returned with hugs too. It's warmer than my hugs to them.
We want to change people's selfishness and make more people do good deeds. This is what we must achieve. So I brought my daughter and my wife here.
The volunteers brought up to these students, helping them pursue their education.
87-year-old Li长科is the first Tzu Chi volunteer in Orange County of California. He recently visited DaAi TV for the first time and encouraged the staff members to continue spreading wholesome stories. We'll leave you with these images at the end of our program. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.